Hey guys and dolls, it's Cora, and for the next couple weeks I'm going to be breaking down the anatomy of a pinup. Not that anatomy. Hey everyone, my name is Cora and I run the channel Vintageortacky here on YouTube. A couple of weeks ago, SimplyBe reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in creating a series of beauty looks that is sort of a breakdown of a party look. I thought this would be such a great opportunity to break down a pinup look because, let's face it, a pinup look looks good on everybody. There's no one who can't pull it off. And is that a double negative? Once you really master this and you just feel amazing in it, it is so sexy. It's sexy, but it's also refreshing, and it makes me feel like spunky and probably like my best self, if that makes sense. And I would love it if those of you could feel like your best self as well. So please join me for the next couple weeks while I break down the anatomy of a pinup look. And also check out SimplyBe.com. They have such an amazing selection of plus size clothing. And at the end of the month, I'm actually going to be doing a lookbook with their clothing. Totally different looks with this same makeup, and it all works. It's amazing. So today I'm going to be tackling the big question, which is winged liner, and it's such a hot topic issue. There's a million videos on YouTube talking about winged liner, and there's a million different ways to do it because there's like 7 billion people on the planet. We all have different eyes. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how I do a thicker liner for a hooded lid. My lid is not completely hooded, but I did it nice and thick for 2 reasons. A, it's easier to hide mistakes with a thicker liner, let's just be honest. And for 2, this is a party look, so a little kitten wing. It's fine, but I mean, this is just so much more exciting. I hope you guys pick up some wonderful tips and tricks from this video, and if you have any tips and tricks that you don't see in this video, please share them with the rest of the class in the comment section down below. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I've already filled in my eyebrows and everything just according to my everyday normal brow fill. If you don't fill in your brows, don't worry, you can just skip this part. Next, I'm going to be using an eyeshadow primer to prevent any creasing and greasing and gross stuff that we don't want on our eyelids. So just get a little bit of that on my finger and then put it on the lid. For eyeshadow today, I'm going to be technically using only 2 pans of eyeshadow, but I'm going to be using a total of 4 colors because this one from Inglot has a gradient of different like peach to cream colors. So I'm going to be taking my big fluffy blending brush and just rubbing it along all of those to kind of create a little bit of a custom light shade. And this is very complementary to my eye color and skin tone, but just any kind of eyeshadow color that you have that's matte and very close to your own skin tone will be perfect. Next, I'm going to take just the tip of the brush and pick up the lightest color to highlight underneath my brow bone. And then continuing on with that brush, I'm going to pick up Latte from Makeup Geek. This is one of my favorite crease shades. It's a warm, light brown, but it's not like too warm and orange toned, and it's not too pink or gray toned. It's perfect. And I'm going to be taking this right in my crease line, just rocking it in my socket. To eliminate a gap between the winged liner and my lash line, I'm going to tight line on the inner rim. And really, I just want to keep it as close to the lash line as possible. You see, that gives me a little, also gives me a little lift with the eye. If you can't hang with the tight lining, I understand it's a little weird. Some people just can't do it. Take a push liner brush like this and rub some of the eyeliner on it, and then just push it into your lash line. Wiggle it in to eliminate the gap. For gel liner today, I'm going to be using MAC Blacktrack, but you can use whatever gel liner that you prefer. And I'm going to be putting it on a metal petri dish just to, you know, be sanitary. When I do winged liner, I like to use 2 different brushes. So I use a very small angled brush like this and a very thin tapered brush for doing detailed work or even filling in an area where I want to be more delicate. So what I like to do is just edge out a little bit of the gel liner at a time, and then I wipe my brush back and forth to get a nice even coat on both sides. Getting your gel liner even, the most important thing is that you're looking at yourself dead in the mirror and that you do both of the outside lines first on both eyes. So once you have your initial lines, you can come back, and I like to tuck it in from that line just to make sure that I'm creating it properly. So for now, we're just going to worry about the one eye, and I'm going to start thickening that up. And you'll notice when I have the brush, if I'm pulling it in towards the center, I've got the tip pointed in. then I'm gonna fill in this outer corner here. And then because I don't trust myself with this little inner corner with the big brush, I'm gonna bring in this little tiny guy here. And that'll be my filler inner. Also fill it in right here at the inner corner, tear duct area. Make sure that top edge is nice and crisp. And then the true secret to perfect wing liner, a little makeup remover. There you go. So now that you guys have seen how I do my wing glider, please give my video a thumbs up and subscribe. I really appreciate it and it helps me out. Also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I have all kinds of updates that I put on there and all that nice neat stuff. I will go ahead and have a video for you on Wednesday on how I do my foundation. And remember to be vintage or tacky. Simply be yourself. I have been filming all day and I'm getting kinda tired now.